They are paintings that capture great events, and they are paintings that capture what comes after them. In 1865, as the American Civil War drew to a close, Winslow Homer painted a veteran standing alone in a field of wheat. There are no signs of victory here, no speeches, no monuments, only a man returning to ordinary life. And perhaps that is what makes this painting so enduring. It reminds us that history does not end when the fighting stops. For most people, it continues in the quiet work of beginning again. Hey, I'm Zachary Caliper, and welcome back to Summit Lens. Today we're looking at The Veteran in a New Field, painted by Winslow Homer in 1865. At first glance, it appears to be a simple painting, a man harvesting wheat on a summer day. But like many great works of art, it rewards those willing to spend a little time with it. The first thing I notice is the color. Golden wheat dominates nearly the entire canvas. The field stretches outward in every direction, interrupted only by the distant horizon and a narrow strip of sky. The colors feel warm and familiar. Soft greens, pale blues, earth tones. Nothing demands attention. Nothing rushes the viewer. The wheat itself feels soft and almost weightless. The figure in a synth feels solid by comparison. Eventually my eye settles on the man standing near the center of the painting. He is small within the landscape, yet everything seems to revolve around him. The feeling of this painting is difficult to describe, but easy to recognize. It feels lasting. Not like a passing moment, but something larger. The mood is calm, reflective. There is no celebration here, no visible grief. Instead, there is a sense of quiet after noise, the kind of silence that follows a storm, or perhaps the silence that follows a long journey. Winslow Homer painted this work in 1865, the same year the American Civil War ended. The conflict claimed hundreds of thousands of lives and transformed the nation. The figure before us is a veteran. The war is over. He has returned home. One detail often discussed is the synth. It is a practical farming tool, but throughout history, it has also been associated with mortality. Whether Homer intended that symbolism or not, it is difficult to ignore. The war may be over, but its presence still lingers at the edge of this painting. What I find interesting is, Homer never shows us the war itself. He never shows us the battlefield. He doesn't show us a victory. He shows us what comes next. And that choice may be powerful than either. What matters most here is not the detail, it's the sensation. The moment captured is not a historic event. It is a human one. A veteran returns home. The extraordinary gives way to the ordinary. The work begins again. For many people, that may be the true ending of war. Not the surrender, not the parade, but the first ordinary day that follows. Perhaps that is why this painting still feels familiar. Most of us will never stand in a wheat field after returning home from a war. Yet nearly everyone understands what it means to begin again. To return home after hardship, to rebuild after loss, to step into a new chapter carrying memories of the last one. A field waiting to be harvested, and the quiet work of moving forward.